Hanky and Panky. Two words that on their own don't mean a thing. But when combined in just the right way, they're magic. Just like this little guy. Welcome to COVID Cocktails. I am John Weisbarth. A little bit of housekeeping before we get started today. Listen, if you like the show, subscribe and then tell somebody about it, okay? Actually, subscribe, ring the notifications bell, then tell somebody about it. And tell them to subscribe and ring the notifications bell and to tell somebody, all right? Let's grow this community because this is a lot of fun. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about today's cocktail. There are 3 reasons we're making this cocktail. The first, obviously, is the name. Because who couldn't use a little more hanky panky in their lives? Am I right? And just in case I wasn't clear, the name of the cocktail is a hanky panky. The second reason is this, my new mixing glass. Look how cool that is, right? Some of you may recall the Manhattan episode where I had to use a flower vase as my mixing glass. If you have a mixing glass, this is the time to use it. I don't have a mixing glass. I have an old flower vase, which was totally fine. It actually totally worked great, but I started poking around on the internet and I found this bad boy for pretty inexpensive. And I say inexpensive as opposed to cheap because this isn't cheap. So I don't know, I thought it looked good, kind of rounds out the home bar. If you're interested, I'll link to it in the description. So that's the second reason. The third reason is this bad boy. Cutwater Gin, Old Grove, London Dry Style. Now I've got a buddy that works for Cutwater who sent me this bottle and I'm really excited to get into it. Technically, I mean, I've already gotten into it. It's open, obviously. But I love Cutwater. They're a local company here in San Diego, which is super fun to me. You remember Sculpin from Ballast Point? Yeah, well, before they were beer makers, or actually during beer making, they also started making spirits, and then they sold that. Whatever, it's a long story. It's a local company, and I love to support that. They have 2 gins. They have a barrel-aged gin, which is a little bit darker, and then they've got this standard gin. And this is award-winning. You know how I know? It says so on the bottle. I have no idea what award they won. Maybe the award they'll win is the COVID Cocktails Award. Let's get into our cocktail. This is a pretty straightforward cocktail, and it's an old cocktail. Invented by a lady named Ada Coleman at the American Bar at the Savoy Hotel in London sometime pre-1920. So it's been around a while. It's kind of a classic, and it's gin-based. So what goes into it? Well, gin, sweet vermouth, and then a few dashes of Fernet-Branca. This is a whole other episode that we're gonna do. And just bonus for you, Fernet and cola, very popular in South America, Argentina especially. It packs quite a punch, a little medicinal, but it'll be a great complement to this cocktail. So let's get into it. We're gonna chill our glass. This is a drink served up, meaning no ice. So if you can chill the glass beforehand, that'll help keep it nice and cool. Next, more ice. Could have done that all at the same time. I didn't though. All right, here we go. Now, as I say, this is very, very straightforward. Probably the simplest 3-ingredient cocktail that we're gonna make. Something that's been around for as long as this has, you know, let's not muck with it. We're gonna do 1.5 ounces of gin. Here we go. 1.5 ounces of gin. Ounce and a half of sweet vermouth. Right in there. And then we're gonna do a few dashes of this. This isn't bitters, but it's gonna kind of act as a bittering agent. So I'm just gonna put my thumb over it and just okay. That may have been more than a few dashes. Ooh, that's good. But that's fine. Okay, put this down here. Now we're gonna stir this bad boy. Now the reason we do this is to make sure it gets fully chilled and a little diluted. Thank you, sir. Fans, drive-by honking. Or a neighbor. Okay. Okay. Sorry, neighbor. Wonder how many more times that guy's gonna honk. Okay. Nice and chilled. Discard this. Strain this into a glass. Oh, I love this. See, this is where the mixer is superior to the flower vase. A nice little pouring spout. Look at that. Right in. Now, you could find better glassware to pour this into than, say, an old-fashioned glass, but that's fine. Here's the last part, the part that I don't really know how important it is, but again, I didn't make up the cocktail. It's been around for a long time, so let's just keep it going. We're gonna take the essence of an orange peel, and we're gonna squeeze it in there. Always kind of thought this part was funny. There we go, we have this. And we're just gonna do this little squeeze. Get that orange oil in there, maybe on the rim. How much is this affecting the cocktail? I don't know. This is the part that's the most embarrassing, right? But I guess if you're, you know, I can imagine you're making a hanky panky, right? For your lady friend, or ladies for your guy friend. And, you know, you do something like this. Oh, we're gonna make a little hanky panky, and you do that thing. It's kind of cool. Maybe they like it. Use it, discard it. Doesn't go in the drink. And then, here we go. A little bit of hanky panky between me and you. Oh, that's good. It's very refreshing, actually. And it is a little bit sweet because of the vermouth. It's chilled. Yeah, this isn't a summer barbecue drink, but this is a nightcap. This is a hanky panky drink. This is the total nightcap. This is how you seal the deal. Oh, you had fun, you went out dancing, you say, hey, you want to come back to my house for a little hanky panky? They kind of look at you weird, you go, no, it's a cocktail. You make this, and then you get the real hanky panky. Cheers. Love it. Hanky panky with the Old Grove gin and the Sweet Vermouth. See you next time on COVID Cocktails.
Make sure to ring that notification bell and smash that like button. See you next time.
What he said.